Hi everyone, this is Team hacklash and we will be giving a short demo of our project distributed software development. Ours is an Eclipse plugin which helps users manage a project in the distributed environments. We have two views. The first one is the user view, which lets you see the team members in your project. The second is the task view, which will show you all the tasks assigned to the team members. Now suppose there's a user named Bharat who logs in using his credentials. You can see that he has a user named Mihir already added to the list. Now if he wants to add a new team member to the project, he can go by adding his buddy ID and a name. He can then see that these two are not currently available. If we go to login from Yogesh's computer, we can see that Bharat is online, and if we go to check Bharat's list, we can see that Yogesh is now available. Now if Bharat wants to add a new task, he can assign it to any of the users in his list. Now when we go to Yogesh's system, we can see that when Yogesh clicks on refresh, he can see all the new tasks created by Bharat. Now when Yogesh clicks on logout, we can see the change in his availability on Bharat's computer. That's all with the application demo. Talking of the application architecture, we use OpenFire server for a distributed application which is accessed using SNAC APIs. There is a management layer that is used to control the user activities. We use an external MySQL database to store the task, allocation and session information. Talking about the sprint burndowns, in sprint 1 we spend most of our times on research and requirement elicitation, and we had user stories related to the environmental setup and database schema. We did not assign any points to them, and therefore the burn down is flat. For the sprint 2, we picked up 5 stories. Since these user stories were not completely modular, the burn down is not to the scale. This is in fact one of the challenges we faced in sprint 2, and we will focus on grooming the product backlog in a better way. Now coming to the requirement metadata, we have identified IEEE 830 key attributes for each of these user stories for this sprint and the first sprint as well. These user stories in sprint 2 are all traceable, consistent, unambiguous and verifiable. Talking about the retrospective for sprint 2, the things that we identified that went well was the coordination in the team. The stories were completed on time, and we held regular meetings which ended up being very constructive for everyone. The things that went wrong were that we did not include system stories in the product backlog. We had to modify our design to accommodate environmental limitations, and the point estimate was less for various user stories in this sprint. The things we could do differently was that we could estimate the system stories and include them in the product backlog. The hurdles we faced was that since all the team members are new to the plugin development, and we had a steep learning curve, and it took us some time to get into the flow. Since we're using the local server, the second hurdle we faced was that as of now all the users will have to be connected to the same intranet. The risks was that since our application is dependent on the server, it would not function if the server is down. In the upcoming sprint, that is sprint 3, we will be implementing the functionality for chat for the users. The team manager will be able to check the duration for which the team members have been online. The time that each team member spent working on a task will also be available for the team to view, and the team manager will be able to modify and delete an already existing task. That's all. Thank you.